Motorworld's annual Hot Summer Car Show is happening Saturday, August 31st. Are your documents ready?
Get easy pre-approval from Windward Islands Bank and RBC Bank when you bring the following documents.
A recent job letter addressed to Windward Island Bank or RBC Royal Bank.
Your last 2 payslips if paid monthly, or your last 4 payslips if paid bi-weekly.
2 forms of identification, your driver's license, ID card, or your passport.
A proof of address, this can be your utility bill or a registration form from the census office.
A pro forma invoice from Motorworld for the vehicle of your choice.
If you're not a Dutch resident, you have to get a resident paper along with a valid work permit.
A list of 3 references of people that you would know. You would look for their name, their address, their telephone number, and place of employment.
And that's all you need to get approved to drive away in your new car.
So don't miss out on Motorworld's Hot Summer Car Show on August 31st. We can't wait to see you there.
Welcome to the Late Night Show. Hope everything is okay.
Still
Hope
here.
everything is all right. I'm your host.
Welcome to the Late Night Show. I'm your host, Austin Lawrence. Hope everything is all right. Hope everything is okay. All right.
Hey, what's up? Just quick thing. I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm not here. But, you know what I don't understand? District 721, police, inspectors, TIAT, or you get all your shit together. How it is, in this day and age, we out here killing nightlife. You know what? I don't like this one. Ludi want me to shut it down. I gonna shut it down because it's probably in the governing accord. How is it possible? In this day and age, these people are still being so vindictive. One, you lost the court case, government. Ludi, let it go. Let it go, Ludi. And then, Krisha, you working for people now? Are you just working for people? You just going down with your axe and using your acting minister of justice and TIAT, so you're going to mess with him doubled? The people have a permit. The people place them burned down. After it burned down, they rebuild. Then he was like, ha, it was burned down, so therefore you can't rebuild. What? Yes, they got existing operating license. The government didn't agree. Then the government bring them to court, or they bring the government to court. After they bring the government to court, the judge was like, guys, you can't just go and shut down things just left, right, and center because you're government. What do you think this is, a banana republic? Yeah, obviously, because you have bodyguards of KPSM and inspectorate, and there was a lawyer there present for the live on Wednesday evening. The lawyer of TIAT, he's part of the cabinet or TIAT ministry, and he's the lawyer of TIAT going around with inspectors and police shutting down places. Mind you, first they say they're not supposed to open because their permit have a problem. Then the other argument is the music was too loud. You want to know the ironic part? The way Simpson Bay Stretch works is that, let's say you're driving and you're passing Pineapple Pete, no music. So you continue driving, and then you have District, right? District 721. On the opposite side, you have Cappuccino. who have karaoke's and they got DJs and loud music all the time. But that's fine, right? Because it's cappuccino 24/7. We only go there when we're drunk. You continue going down the road, you got Amore and Avantika and all those other places who have exactly the same loud music every single time you pass. Like, they literally have a whole party, block party there every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Check it out. Then across the road, you got Lotus. Then next to it, you got Tap and Still, an outdoor event that plays, I don't know what's the name of it, music. Do we go and stop Tap and Still? Because we out here telling tourists, come to St. Martin and die, because they're all senior citizens, because we just want to provide entertainment. We can't provide electricity. Can we provide stable, I don't know, tourist activities? Can we at least give them a little bit of nightlife? Kushan? You want to be Minister of Theatre, but you out here shutting down places. All in the name of Ludi. I mean, all in the name of having the proper documentations. And the same lawyer, Yuri, let me tell you something, right? I saw this nigger across the road after he shut down District 71. The man was having a drink with loud music, a cappuccino. Look at the video. Pete, this is why I take vacation. Is it a real place? It's supposed to. I don't know. Leave the people alone. Or shut down or control the entire Simpson Bay, Maho, everybody. Gotta get control. Don't pick and choose, because we know what you're doing. I'm gonna be there on Friday. I'm gonna be live.
Good. MySpace. Welcome to Late Night. I'm your host, Austin Lawrence. Hope everything is okay. Hope everything is all right. Let's get it going. Today was a rough day. A lot of endings. First of all, my favorite soap opera of all time, The Count. The Count is over. So The Count is over. We have to wait till next season to see our favorite, our favorite people on that show. At the end of the whole count, 4 or 5 days of counting ballots and reading love notes, it didn't change nothing. It's still the same people, still the same coalition. We're still moving forward the same way. Same thing.
During this meeting, we will announce the official election results of the election of August 19th, was it? Yes. 2024. Before that, I want to again take a moment to congratulate everyone that took part in this election. I'd also like to take a moment to thank everybody that played a role in us being able to carry out this election, from the staff of the Civil Registry to the staff of KPSM, to the staff of Parliament, to my fellow members of the Voting Bureau, to the staff of GBE, also to GBE for making countless donations to us for the election that made it possible, for us to ensure that there were fans, that there were emergency lights, that they were able to keep the power on during those crucial hours, to the callers that sat here in Parliament the entire day and fielded calls and took in numbers and election results, to our data analyst who sat with us not only the entire day on the election day until early into the morning, but also through the entire recount as well. So Janon, thank you very much. And she even came out today to sit and keep us company. I also want to thank the staff of DCOM. I don't know if I already thanked the staff of Parliament, but I would like to thank you guys all again too, because they make all these facilities available to us and ensure that everybody is here with us at all times. And KPSM also provided us, with additional support over the past days, and of course with the election itself. And I think that none of us have felt unsafe at any point or are worried about our safety. So we thank all those guys as well for making those long hours and putting in the long shifts. I also want to congratulate and thank all the eligible voters who came out and cast their vote on election day. And, I think our democracy is still very much alive and kicking. And while we had a lower turnout than we did in January, I think we still came out in strong numbers. And I think it makes the work that we do valuable and worth it, that people come out and actually exercise that right that we have to vote. So again, thank you everybody, and thank you to the parties for keeping it civil over the past couple of weeks as well. We've, I think at least looking at the atmosphere and everything around the polling stations, I think that there was much better, vibe compared to January, and I think that it was, that we had less complaints from the polling station workers and things like that. So thanks guys for keeping it clean, and thank you for cooperating with us and making our jobs a little bit easier. Then on to the official results, because we spent the past couple of days here counting, and again, as our job is as the Central Voting Bureau is to ensure that there is transparency and trust in our electoral process, where I think there's always room for improvement, but as a Central Voting Bureau, we're happy with the way that this election went. And we've definitely seen an improvement since January, but of course nothing is perfect, and we have taken note of all the different suggestions that we've gotten and all the feedback that we've received, and we'll take them into our improvement plans, and definitely debrief and sit with the Ministry of General Affairs and the Civil Registry Department and all other relevant stakeholders and look at how we can improve on this experience and the process for both the parties and all the entire population of St. Martin and the voting population of St. Martin going forward in our next election, which please let's let it be over in 4 years, because I think we have a lot of love for country, guys, but don't ask us to do it again too soon. So that all being said, I have also had a call with the governor earlier this morning, and have also informed him of the outcome of the election. And he has received all the official numbers. So with that being said, and since we've taken care of those formalities, I can now go over to establishing the official election result for the parliamentary election of August 19th, 2024. So what I will do is I will start, of course, with the seat allocation and total number of votes, and then go on to the candidates who were selected or who will now be receiving a seat in Parliament should they so accept. So in total, there were a total amount of valid votes cast of 13,696. This brings our electoral quota to 913.07. The seat allocation will be, so I'll go through the total valid votes. The SAM party received a total amount of valid votes of 1,250 votes. The National Alliance received a total valid votes of 2,262. The ECE received a total valid votes of 136. The Democratic Party received total valid votes of 2,071. The OMC received a total number of valid votes of 521. The Now Party received total amount of valid votes of 1,243. The UP Party received a total number of valid votes of 2,043. The PFP received a total number of valid votes of 1,946. And the URSM received a total amount of valid votes of 2,224. This leads to the following seat allocation also after the distribution of residual seats. So the total seat distribution will be as follows. The SAM party will receive 1 seat. The National Alliance will receive 3 seats. The Democratic Party will receive 3 seats. The Now Party will receive 1 seat. The UP Party will receive 2 seats. The PFP will receive 2 seats. And the URSM will receive 3 seats. We saw no change in the seat allocation after the complete recount. Then the following candidates have been earmarked or designated for seats so far. Once again, they of course must accept these seats. However, these are the following. Franklin Myers of the SAM party with 417 votes. Egbert Jurendi Duran of the National Alliance with 360 votes. Daryl York of the National Alliance with 311 votes. Artwell Irian of the National Alliance with 305 votes. For the Democratic Party, we have Grisha Heiliger Martin with 480 votes. We have Sarah Westcott Williams with 386 votes. And we have Viren Kotai with 338 votes. For the Now Party, the candidate selected is Lyndon Constantine Lewis Jr. with 446 votes. For the Up Party, the candidates selected are Omar Otley with 669 votes and Francisco La Cruz with 236 votes. For the PFP, the candidates selected are Ludmila De Weaver with 690 votes and Melissa Gomes with 348 votes. For the URSM, the candidates are Luc Mercelina with 1,317 votes, Richenel Brugge with 230 votes, and Shamira Roosburg with 208 votes. In the coming days, the law requires that the Central Voting Bureau will send letters to these candidates and inform them that they have been nominated for a seat in Parliament, that they've received a seat in Parliament as a result of the election. Once these candidates, of course, confirm this, then we move through with that process administratively behind the scenes. Off the top of my head, the new Parliament will come together on September 20th. So on September 20th, we'll have the eerste samenkomst of the nieuwe staten. And, of course, then behind the scenes, we will work with these new candidates as a Central Voting Bureau to provide them with all the relevant documentation that they need for their geloofsbrieven. So that's it for us in terms of public meetings and election results. So once again, I would like to thank everyone that was involved and my members for putting in the hard work and the long hours, and all the relevant stakeholders and other individuals that made it possible for us to shine, I guess, and for us to do our job, because without all of you, we wouldn't be able to carry all of this out. So thank you all again, and thank you for your trust in us and for your trust in the democratic process.
I must say, MP Otley, he was sanctified. He got a couple extra votes, so he end off on 666. That wasn't a good look for none of us Scorpios. My Sala Cruz got one or two more. Others got some, but guess what? Still say the same. Nothing in change. We there, and the only bad thing is, what are we supposed to watch tomorrow? I mean, when the count is out. Natalie, we're gonna miss you. Baker, yeah, Carla, Mercedes, all of you guys. Like, next season, we're gonna be doing it for the count. Another sad thing today. I don't know if it's sad, but it's questionable. Nobody resigned today. First day for the week, nobody threw in the towel. Nobody copied each other's letter to just stamp or something on it, So what's going on? The rest of OMC, y'all down for the party? That's what's going on? You know who didn't have anybody resign? ECE, not one. All of them still down, and because they had good reasons to actually be running. OMC, we're looking forward. Today, y'all just passed the baton. It would have been a good day if every day somebody else leave. You could keep this thing running, but yeah, nobody resigned today, so I guess all is well in political St. Martin for the day.
Great job, Carl. Thank you. Jeremy, come on up. For the final word in the Spelling Bee Championship, please spell insurance.
Insurance. N-A-G-I-C-O. Insurance.
That's correct. I hope your father can spell Nagico too.
Nagico is insurance. Insurance is Nagico.
Let's go to this clip. In this clip, I just want to bring back that we just had a march against violence. People with legs was marching against violence. That was this week or last week, I can't remember, but it was recently marching against violence. Now tell me why this happening. What going on here? I just want to put out a public service announcement. If you meet somebody who would fight somebody in a wheelchair, in the rain, don't mess with that person and don't buy them no drinks. Let's stop the violence. That was world star. That was ridiculous. And then when you look where it is, anyway, moving on. That's a nice entertainment district. Other things that popped up that was kind of crazy today. Oh, no, yesterday the Prime Minister talked about the Festival Village. Yeah, he was asked a question, one of the decent questions, and his answer was that they are spending the money. They're fixing the village. It should be fixed by the end of this year. It should start by the end of this year, something like that, he said. You know, the accent, they got a lost in the accent. But definitely the question was asked, is it NRPB money or is it public local funds? He said, it's we money, it's good for the culture, let's keep it running. You know, I think he said it was 1.315 million. No. That 1315 is something else. That's Mr. 1315. No, we ain't talking about that. I think he said it was about $800,000. So good. Carnival needs it. The village finally needs to be repaired for how long it hasn't been. It really needs to be repaired, and so we can have some pride in the things we are doing. So that's kind of really good news. Also, more from Mr. 1315. You know, can't talk to him normal no more. You can't, because he do what he do. And he paid a visit down to the hospital just to make sure, even though it ain't under his ministry per se, he had to go down and, you know, dap up all his friends like, yo, I'm back, you know, and I'm 1,315 levels to this, you know what I mean? So it was really nice for the Prime Minister to move around. I must say, he looks comfortable. He looks comfortable being your Prime Minister. He looks very comfortable. And so let's see where that takes us. Now, this is very concerning. I saw it on SXM Soldier. Very concerning report, it seems like. He was pointing at a national institution where many people in the town of Phillipsburg, Great Bay area eat from. You know, I don't know if there was any real reports. If they were, I wouldn't put them out right now, because you're talking about the place that literally on the front says, Happy Family. This is a place where families come together and eat. You know how much girls from the bank that's eating there? Government people, police. That place is an institution. So if you ain't got no proof, don't post nothing. You make a lot of us nervous. Even here in the studio, got some people, yeah, they love it there. I love it too.
Right across is a podcast. Happy Family. If I only know.
We're right back. What we got coming up is quite interesting. It's an interview. Yes, we do interviews. We can do interviews. I think Andrew doesn't do interviews because, like, you have to be in front of him. Nobody like him like that. But anyway, I am doing an interview with Glenda York of Sit, Sip, and Chat. Okay, check it out. Hi. Glenda, what's up?
Nothing. I just tried to crash your little vibe you had going on.
Please, anytime, because we see you on your media run. The show is doing good. We talk about sit, sip, And chat. That's what we talked
You
about.
get it. Andrew couldn't get it, so.
Yeah, I mean, anyway, moving on. So the show is doing well.
It is. It's
From the onset. We still have an episode to do over. I just want to point that out.
whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Anyway, when I'm interviewing you now.
Yes.
What was the idea and the original premise behind?
Sit, sip, and chat.
Yeah.
It was to take another step forward, basically, because I have my YouTube channel, GCY Initiative, in case you didn't catch it the first time.
And Instagram.
So what I used to do was I did interviews before, just to meet with different people, let them tell their stories on how they got to where they are, and Sip, Sip, and Chat was a continuation of that.
In a different format.
In a different format, in that it would now, the possibility of getting it on TV was available.
Right.
And for that to happen, I needed to be in front of the camera instead of behind the camera.
Correct.
So Sit, Sip, and Chat is really just me stepping out of the comfort zone a little bit.
And
So
that's why you have to take the sip?
exactly.
Just-
Exactly why Sip is part of the Sit and Chat, so that everybody, host included, can be a little bit more relaxed
Mellow.
and have a good conversation.
Which is a good island way to have a conversation, period.
I just think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
A lot of the guests you had on the show were really creators as well, like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Was that part of the idea? Let me get all the creators in the room.
Yeah, yes. Yes and no, it just indirectly ended up being that.
Right.
But when I looked back, I did see that it had a lot of people that are in the creative industry that are part of it. Just because I don't think people still don't fully understand or respect the work that goes into it.
Yeah, period.
So I think that was indirectly important to me. And then I realized, I was like, oh yeah, I'm actually doing that. So yeah, because I don't think they have the respect or the understanding of the time that it takes to do the things that these people do.
Right, and I gotta ask this question because I know how long you've been doing this. Where is, in your opinion, where is the orange economy? Where is the creators economy from where it was when you started to where it is now? Does it seem hopeful, hopeless? How do you see it, and what should other creators who are looking at this be thinking about right now?
Deep question.
Yeah, that was
I will say I see it more on the forefront now, simply because a lot of people that have a public persona are speaking about it more. Clarice is now fighting for it to create that economy and get people the jobs and the placements and legitimately. Daryl ran his campaign on that in bringing the orange economy forward, and he and his foundation have had art chat. It's art.
Let's talk art.
There we go. And that I thought was really cool to do.
Yeah.
So like more persons are bringing it to the forefront, and definitely social media helps as well. I think when I started, there weren't a lot of creatives that you were seeing, or at least we didn't have the name creatives.
Yeah, we definitely didn't call it creative.
You had graphic designers, you had photographers, you had people that were rappers, you had singers, you had these people, but we didn't have the term creatives. We had people that YouTube was actually kind of picking up. So you have people that started YouTube channels because being on YouTube is a thing, but then they also dwindled off. But the people that are making it their livelihood, or at least trying to, you're seeing them more now in the forefront now because we have a name and there's more of a fight for it.
I would say it's more local. Like when we see creators on the island now, you're seeing way more local. I guess the next generation is up now.
Because they're fighting for it now. They're fighting for it now.
And shows like you do help them get out even further.
I do my little thing. I try to stand.
What type of content do you think? What type of content do you think is valuable to the world?
Valuable to the world. I think real content, real as in
authentic.
Authentic. Thank you. That's a better word. Because a lot of people, you kind of have to be on social media to get your content out there.
Yeah.
And because a lot of people want to portray their best selves.
I mean,
they don't always portray their authentic self.
Yeah.
I'm a person that when I'm into something, like if I know you're an actor and you're famous and I like your movies, like the persona I see of you I like, when they have a behind the scenes of you, I'm going to watch it because I like to me that shows you in your authenticity versus
rather
you on
than
the screen.
character.
Exactly. So that adds a depth of it to me. I like the same thing with social media. or at least the content that I consume is that, but I don't actually know. So,
correct.
But I think with local content creators, because those you can actually see their real life versus what they put on social media.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you can have those conversations with them.
Yeah, there's
So-
some depth to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can have the flashy and the pretty and the fluff pieces, but then also have some authentic and some real pieces and stuff with purpose behind of it versus just the fluff.
Any favorites of your first season of some of your shows that have already aired? Any favorite moments? Nobody don't feel no way. She enjoyed all of them. But you know, if you haven't seen the show, you need to go check it out right
You've been
now.
lapsing. You need to stop lapsing.
New episodes are premiering on Mondays.
Every Monday and Wednesday. Mondays at 5 on TV 15 and Wednesdays at 8:30 right after the news on TV 15 as well. And on my YouTube channel at 6 o'clock.
And on your YouTube channel.
Yes.
And I think you can find the links to your YouTube channel on Raw TV as well.
You can
which
find
is
them on
YouTube.
Raw TV, yes.
Yes, yes. So how's that going as well?
That's going interesting. My favorite moment, I think, was the first episode that I have because it was the first episode.
Right, and putting it together.
Testing out the waters. And Dominique came because I had Dominique of Chopsicle and she brought some drinks.
Let's talk about that.
So then,
those are the best drinks.
because I like Chopsicle drinks.
Oh, yeah.
They always, I mean,
Shout out to Dominique.
Dominique know how I feel about her drinks already. So that definitely actually
Kicked off.
Talking about it and then doing it, that was the point.
Yeah.
So that was definitely, I think, a favorite moment, if not my favorite moment, just actually doing it and getting it
whole
done.
episode coming out and seeing it from front to
Yes, and then watching it and see, okay, this can improve, I can do this, and this is what I would prefer to look like, and all of those type of things.
Right.
So that was very cool.
Yeah, so you're done with the team. The whole Raw TV has all of these different shows going on, and you should check them all out.
Yes,
Under the
definitely.
family right now, you have Sit, Sip, and Chat. You definitely got the Andrew Dick show called Late Night with Andrew Dick.
Late Night with Andrew Dick. He's very
The new news desk is popping as well. That premieres every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m.
And there's
TV 15 as
one
well.
that you're
and also
missing,
YouTube.
the upcoming
Top 5?
Upcoming top
Top
five.
5 is strictly local music video count. Top 5.
Yes.
Top 5 strictly local music video countdown. That's what.
And Ask Jess.
And Ask Jess.
That is on its way as well. That one I'm looking for. I mean, I like the local music, but it's always nice to see another one come in, put
Mix it
herself in there and get it done. So yeah.
I got you a question. What's the difference in creating content, and don't show your age with this one, creating content for social media versus creating content for cable TV?
I think the biggest shift was that it wasn't just what I wanted to do.
Oh, you had to.
Now I have to consider other things when putting it together. It's more structured. I think that's the best way, because now it's timed, because you have to have a specific time to fit into the time slot. It has to be TV appropriate. So whereas on my show, when I did it for YouTube strictly, I would tell the persons, you could cuss a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't go too big because that's still frowned upon.
Yeah.
But now on TV 15,
You don't want no cussing.
I don't want them have to bleep out nothing and then come back and tell me nothing and that type of
It's
thing.
like family friendly. Try to-
Yeah.
So you have to consider
yeah.
family is
It's
anybody
not just
can watch
simply
it.
what I want to, like, just, it isn't just my vision anymore.
Right.
It's more things to be considered when I'm putting out the content.
Do you feel a responsibility to putting out wholesome content? Is that a heavy pull on what you're doing, or is your content already wholesome?
I mean, it's not X-rated, so I think the content that I put out is suitable. There's not
I think
much
it's interesting,
adjustment.
if I could make a comment, extremely interesting to see the different people, and they all go through the whole thing with you as well. And I think we don't really realize how much talented and creative people
And
we
that's
have on
exactly
island.
the point.
Yeah,
And that's
the point of it.
exactly the point. For you to see and be like, oh, I had a lady that does nursing home care for persons.
Right.
And you don't have a lot of persons that do that
Or
on
even
the
know it
island.
exists.
Exactly. And that was one of those episodes where I was like, I hope people see it to know that she is there to provide you this service.
And then they can ask around about it, or they can contact us.
Exactly. And then you can have that, you have another option available for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there any other shows in the mix, or are we continuing? Everybody wants to see more and more and more. Sit and chat. Where is it going? Where's the show going?
It is going through season 3.
Yeah.
And after season 3, we will reevaluate and see what changes need to be made, if any changes, how we
many
can
episodes
improve.
in total are we at?
Right now we are at 22, 24. Oh, my producer said 24.
24. Huh?
24.
There's some you don't know about. But definitely, people, you go to YouTube, definitely.
YouTube.
And so 24 episodes you could binge, watch, sit,
Yes,
sip, chat.
there's a whole playlist on my YouTube channel. So you can see from episode 1 to where we are right now. You can see all of them.
You're gonna hear. Trust me. You're gonna hear some very exciting and interesting things about St. Martiners and St. Martin people, and things happening on the island as well. So that's just a great experience. So what advice to new creators?
Oh, okay. I never asked nobody. Asked me to give advice.
I ask you advice to new creators.
Go in with a purpose, be your authentic self, and just do it. I had to get talked into it because I overthink.
Virgo, maybe?
So I had the thought, I had the idea, I want to do this. I'm trying to plan out every single thing. I'm going back over the same points over and over and over and over. And my husband just had to be, but if you want to do it, just do it now. Just start it. And I was like, but
There's nothing else to say. There's no more excuses after that.
Yes,
Just start it.
I just had to start it. And then I was like, oh, wait, I started, it wasn't horrible. I'll figure out the kinks. And then you just step forward, step forward, step forward. And then here we are.
Right, so take that piece of advice. Just start.
Just start. Take a sip if you need to, and then just start.
I like that one. Take a sip, sit, and then start. We can do that. So if you're a new creator around and you probably have a good idea, probably have ways of putting together your show, you may need help producing a show, might need space to produce a show, or the know-how, you can find some help now on the island at
Great Bay Media Studios.
Great Bay Media Studios, located in the heart of Phillipsburg.
Actually, one of my sponsors.
Yeah, one of your sponsors.
That's where I just actually sit and do my episodes because they're so gracious.
Yeah.
That they give me the space.
They give you the space.
They set it up.
And let you cook.
Yeah.
Yeah. So check them out, Great Bay Media Studios in the heart of Phillipsburg. Go to Raw Caribbean TV. That's a channel that's coming out very soon as well. Raw Caribbean TV. You can find that on YouTube. Then you'll find several other local shows, and we're looking for more local shows to add to the roster. The roster, basically. And it's quite interesting, not just for St. Martin, but all of the small islands.
Caribbean.
Reach out to us if you're seeing this. If you have an idea, let us know. Also download the Tell TV Plus app. You see all of TV15 for free. Free 99.
The most important part.
Free. Just download the app. It's on. Click TV15, and you can enjoy a lot of local, produced, and local content.
Including sit, sip, and chat.
Yeah. I mean, y'all watch ABC, CNN, all of those things.
Might as well.
You should at least see what's going on the island.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
Sound like a plan.
Peace. And we're back. That was a great interview with Glenda York. Just to fill in the blanks, if in case you missed some of it. So definitely, Great Bay Media Studios is here. If you would like to get into film, or you would like to produce film, or you need film produced for you, please look us up. That's Great Bay Media Studios at gmail.com. Or you can also just hit us up on YouTube. Raw Caribbean TV is coming as well, so pay attention to that. Right now, Great Bay Media Studios produces programs for TV15. If you're a channel out there and you would like to know about that, just hit us up at TV15. If you did not know, it's our local channel. It's free. Download the Tell TV app and just open it up. And you can see TV15 all the time. Or go ahead and get Tell TV. The service is probably if you have Telem, not Starlink. If you have a Telem package at home, it's probably included. You should probably ask about that. Other than that, we're here. We produce YouTube films, podcasts, and different types of media services. One in particular that's very, very popular, our PSA service. I think you saw our PSA yesterday about the airbags. PSA services. If you need to get a message out really, 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 really far out, please make sure you let us know. Our pricing is quite decent. So give us a call. Yeah. Hey, still here on the late night and I want to sleep. Where's Andrew, boy? Where's Andrew? What was that nonsense in the beginning? It's like, some people you just need to, just take your space, bro. We know you were at 721. We could see it with the terrible camera work. We know you was you. Give us some space. I mean, it's my space, right? Anyway, you saw the interview, enjoyed it. If you like where the show is going, make sure to let us know. Leave a comment, share, or cut a clip and post it and make it go viral. Let's go to a quick break right here on Late Night.
Hello, my people. Make sure you tune in to Sit, Sip, and Chat every Monday at 5 p.m. on TV 15 and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
And make sure tune in to the Late Night Show with Andrew Dick from Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. with a repeat in the afternoon for no reason. In the afternoon, the Late Night Show at 3 p.m. Thank you, TV 15.
Thank you, TV 15. Make sure to tune in.
Make sure to tune in to the Late Night.
And Sit, Sip, and Chat.
Late Night.
Welcome to the National Institute for Professional Advancement, where dreams meet education. At NIPA, we offer 9 exciting programs to help you reach your full potential. From our state-of-the-art culinary program, where you can master the art of cooking, to our hospitality program, preparing you for the dynamic world of service. Our electrical installation technician program offers hands-on experience and practical skills for a bright future. Our ICT program is designed for the digital age, and our general property maintenance program helps you craft a solid foundation in construction. Plus, gain real-world skills in our automotive technology program, with day and evening classes and validated certifications. Join us at NIPA, where your journey to success begins. Enroll now.
This one from the people at SpaceX. You know, Starlink was sort of an issue yesterday. Sort of a big issue on the island. You know, minister came out, well, BTP came out and said it was illegal. The minister came out and said, yes, it is illegal. However, you know, government is working on it being legal. And people started to just go crazy and send pictures of their Starlink, send this picture of a bunch of Starlinks coming in on the island. And then this one from the people at SpaceX. You know, Starlink was sort of an issue yesterday. Sort of a big issue on the island. You know, minister came out, well, BTP came out and said it was illegal. The minister came out and said, yes, it is illegal. However, you know, government is working on it being legal. And people started to just go crazy and send pictures of their Starlink, send this picture of a bunch of Starlinks coming in on the island. And then somebody sent this picture to the studio. It looked like a random, said, this building in town. Look like a random building in town. Pete, you can zoom out. Oh, wait, Pete. Still, no. Let's don't do that. That was not the BTP building. Yeah, I can imagine right now. I mean, after this air, Starlink's probably gonna give them a call. Hey guys, so is it illegal or not? Because we could just turn it off right now. What are you gonna say? Oh man, it's only in St. Martin, right? And there's no proof that that was on the BTP building. I just want to say that. It's just a picture posted by a politician. It was on Christopher Emmanuel's pages. Did you guys also see that Christopher Emmanuel interview where he went back to SOS and tried not to laugh? And all he could do is ended up laughing again? That one is hilarious. I don't know what's going on over there. But man, I was looking at it and I just thought... The political leader will get 500 and something.
521.
And he coming for you, see?
Yeah, he said he's supposed to get a seat.
Let's move along.
Yeah, about that.
You had it on you. You had it on you. You had a passer. You're cracking up. You're telling the man that it wasn't so late.
Oh my God. Technical. You hear that?
So Christopher Emmanuel, a former MP and minister, keep the laugh going. I feel like a flashback.
Flashback.
Welcome to the Late Night Show. Hope everything is okay. Hope everything is all right. I'm your host, Andrew Dick. Okie dokie, kids. What's happening on the lovely island of St. Martin? Nothing. Because, of course, the high school kids are on summer vacation. And I'm not talking about your kids at home. I'm talking about our elected representatives of Parliament. They're officially on recess. What does that mean? It means that for the next couple of weeks, the Parliament of St. Martin is not going to function. It means that for the next couple of weeks, the Parliament of St. Martin is not going to come out with any laws. It means that in the next coming of weeks, St. Martin will not move forward because these parliamentarians are in recess, as to opposed to when they are not on recess, and a lot is being done in St. Martin. Like the Delta flight that was supposed to come, and then it didn't come, but it was a mistake. They had to retract it. Like, so much things happened in my little 3-day vacation. And it was very interesting because I said to myself, like, all of this happens when I have vacation. Like, I don't understand. Like, just 3 days in Martin. 3 days, that's it. And the amount of appointments that took place, the amount of, apologies took place, and everybody's saying, I wish the Parliament was in session so that we can hear from our public representatives about what they think about what's happening in St. Martin. And then my response to everybody is, what? If they don't say anything when they're not in session, like when they're not in recess, why are they going to say something now? Like what's going on? Anyway, now during this summer vacation for our hard-working parliamentarians, because they work very hard, we are going to just give you some information about every MP every day until the recess is over, because we need to fill our time, and also we need to also let you know what's happening with these MPs, because election time is coming in January, as I understand. And of course, I know you want to know that the person you're going to re-elect to Parliament is working hard. Okay, so we're going to start off with Member of Parliament Hyacinth Richardson of the National Alliance. Now, we got a chance to compile everything that he has done in the past 3.5 years in Parliament as your representative, St. Martin, of part of the National Alliance. And we're going to give you that highlight right now. So let's go to the highlight. Huh? What do you mean? We don't have a video? So nothing? Nothing at all? Nul? Komma nul? Nog steeds nul? Nothing? Give me one. Okay. My producers just gave me the signal and said, because they were looking through all the archives of Parliament, trying to find out any initiative laws or any legislation that Hyacinth Richardson, our good member of Parliament, drafted for the past 3.5 years. And No? Oh, no. They didn't find any. But he was present for most of the meetings that mattered. Yes. Yes, I got it. Okay. Yes, so Brother Hyacinth Richardson was my highlight today. Of course, stick with the late night throughout the summer as we continue to bring the MP's report card to you. And then we're going to do it again and again because it's just so fun. Anyway, what else is happening on St. Martin? Same-sex marriage. Ooh. Everybody just went like, he got to talk about it. Now, of course, the Netherlands. The State Secretary of Kingdom Relations, Alexander van Heuvelen, was asked a question by the First Chamber member in the Netherlands about the implementation of same-sex marriage in St. Martin, Curacao, and Aruba. Apparently, our Prime Minister, our hard-working Prime Minister, the Honorable Sylvia Jacobs, said that same-sex marriage does not have a place in St. Martin. And this is what she told the State Secretary. And the State Secretary told the member of the Second Chamber in the Netherlands. But she didn't tell us nothing. She didn't ask nothing. And of course, she had to go to her bosses, which is not the National Alliance Board, but I talking about actually going to the Parliament of St. Martin and at least asking for a formal position on same-sex marriage, whether we're going to allow it or not. For now, it's not allowed in St. Martin. However, we're not talking about it. Never mind that the Prime Minister of St. Martin is a very nice person. And she, So, I mean, how is it that she's going to say same-sex marriage is not allowed in St. Martin and comes back to St. Martin to a loving St. Martin people? You see what I did there? Hey, I should be a comedian. Anyway, so, yeah. Now, the church has made it very clear. Same-sex marriage does not have their blessings in St. Martin. And, of course, by law, it's not allowed. Our laws is very straightforward. A marriage is between a man and a woman. However, in our Constitution, in the Constitution, it says between a man and a woman. But the treaty that was recently signed by Aruba, Curacao, and St. Martin, and the Prime Minister apparently signed it also, says completely different. So I'm confused. So I had to ask MP Claudius Boncampo to give me the lowdown. And for that, he did. Take a listen.
Again, it is something that needs to be discussed. The Prime Minister took it upon herself. The Prime Minister of St. Martin, I'm talking about. I ain't addressing Aruba and Curacao. That's for them to deal with. Because both of them have been in courts. Curacao lost the case in the appellate court. So did Aruba. Aruba immediately opened the door that gay couples that are married in the Netherlands can register as such in Aruba. In Curacao, that's not possible. In St. Martin, that's not possible. So the discussion was because in the Netherlands, they said, but we signed on to a treaty and so did those autonomous island countries. So in the kingdom, the law should be equal, but it is not. Van Huffelen rightfully states, listen, they're autonomous countries. If they don't live up to the treaties they signed to, and that becomes an issue down the road for the Netherlands, they will step in. Make no mistake with that. Article 43, they will step in. The same way they had to step in when things went wrong with human rights in the prison. Because at the end of the day, the European Covenant gives room for countries that do not believe in same-sex marriage. They do that. That is there. The problem is we sign on to a treaty not realizing that our Constitution is in breach with it, which means that treaty trumps our Constitution. So our Constitution can say a marriage is between a man and a woman doesn't make that law. That's the problem. That happened in Curacao already. They lost. It gone to the Supreme Court now. The judges said, listen, seeing the ticklish nature of this law, of this case, of this verdict, we will not implement the verdict. We will await the constitutional decision from the Supreme Court on this matter, which will take a few years. But that's why I brought it up 2 weeks ago. Marriage equality. Talk about it. Discuss it. See where we go as country. Wherever we go, democracy will rule. Democracy will decide. Not a handful. And definitely not just a prime minister making a call. We're not even talking to Parliament. The legislators of the country. The highest legislative body of the country. You see, these are the type of things that we have to be extremely careful with in a democracy. Because before you know it, you're in a dictatorship where one person or two people or three people decide for the country when the country hasn't even given it any real thought yet.
To marry or not to marry? That is the question. Welcome to.
All right, late night.